What's up? What's going on? What's going on? How we doing? How we doing? Everybody say hello. Good evening, sir. Good evening, ma'am. How we doing? How we doing, everybody? Hello, Shelly. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Junior. JD, Mike Khan. What's up? What's up? Let's get it. Let's get it. So, what a day, huh? Choppy day. Choppy day, but it finally broke. I wanted to get over and go over the charts with everybody. Actually, let me bring this over here. All right. How we doing? So Victoria. Hello, Debbie. Hello, Edwin. Chris. Mig. Lorraine. Yeah, it was a crazy day. Man, it took so long to get, it just never broke range for the longest time. Chopped my way, yeah. Steven, the description of this video has my email on it. You just go on there and send me an email, and I reply to every email as quick as possible. And I stayed up last night getting to the last ones I hadn't got to yet. Got 40 people. All right. You're welcome, Steven. What's A Jackson? Good evening. You should change that to Action Jackson, man. Oh my God. I'm so thirsty, guys. There was an evil troll behind that kind of movement. Listen, man, I told everybody last night. This right here is your level, man. 544. Oh, no way. That's cool. That's cool. We have to get Rip Carl Weathers. I agree. If we can't get over 544, it ain't going nowhere yet. And now look what happened. You know, I kept waiting up here in the middle of the day. We got this little curl up and flatten out. And I thought, there's a chance right here that we get this move. Never happened. So instead, just to highlight this MACD, on the 1 hour, we got the cross down. I'll bring that volume back up here in a minute. On the 1 hour, we got the cross down yesterday. You know, Friday I got a cross up for you guys. Killer move up. It's not the same. It's not always the same on the way down. So if these lines are above, this is the middle of the histogram is the 0 line. If the MACD and the signal line remain above the 0 line, we're still in bullish hands in a sense, even though this is pointing down. Look how long it took us. We barely, we really didn't. We didn't make new lows from yesterday until after hours. So look at that. Right here, I would call this yesterday's lows, where these bodies closed. We couldn't even get down to there today because it was such a slow bleed off. Slow bleed off the whole day. So that gave us the choppy day that we got. Yep. Rejection. Right on that volume shelf that I showed y'all. I expected if we were going to get that move, we would have got it because it was, we had 2 or 3 wins on the way up this morning, and then it just died. We had a killer run right out of the gate this morning. I gave calls right out of the gate. It was a great run up. Then this candle happened, and we spent the rest of the day in morning market structure up till right here. So, like I said, when I got offline, if anybody was patient enough to wait for morning market to break, well, you just had to wait for this to break. When it broke, you got 539.70 to 537.70. You got a 2-point move. It wasn't great, but it was something. And we gave up the 200 EMA on the 5-minute chart. I used it on the 5-minute chart for a bounce or break. We got a big bounce off of it this morning. That was a little play. I think I caught some of that, if I ain't mistaken. Or somebody did. I can't remember if I did or not. Anyways. So, yeah, this structure took half the day to break. And then spent the rest of the time barely working down. Here's pre-market low. Basically, right there's the low of the day. Pretty close with pre-market low, I would call it. And chop fest. The entire day was a chop fest. The only good scalps, I got this run up here, and I think one more run in this area. Rest of it was junk. Just junk. So that's what happened. This is the kind of days we get sometimes, unfortunately. So let's get some levels. Anybody got any questions or something? Anything you guys want to look at? I just came on for you guys. I want to remove everything. Now, bring up a 1 hour. Everybody have a good evening. Eat anything good? Am I freezing? Check 1 2 1 2 1 2. Let me shut off Weeble. I feel you, Mig. Yeah, I think it was mostly Nvidia Music Plus. Hello, Leslie Suarez. How are you? Ooh, Mike Kahn. You talking my kind of guy right there. I'm a ribeye man myself. I love ribeyes. Yeah, I'll look at Nvidia, Patriot. John T. When I got off the live this morning, we had 2 or 3 wins. And I told everybody it would be a good time to walk away. You should have probably walked away. I think, there are days where you can trade later into the day. There's generally an area where volume drops off in lunchtime neighborhood. Sometimes you miss a move, sometimes you get a move. But volume starts getting lower and it starts getting choppier with that much movement. So, 2 or 3 trades, 4 trades in the morning. Maybe you catch you 1 or 2 in the late afternoon power hour. It's pretty good standard to go from. Hard discipline not to overtrade. You can turn a green day red real easy. Yep. Nvidia a little ugly. I'll buy more though down here. Yeah, power hour is the last hour of the day. So, $543.50. Let's see here, guys. Guys and gals, sorry. Okay. You can plainly see. So I have measured back to like pivot high up here behind us. Back around, what is this, March 25th. So a few weeks worth of data here. You can pretty easily see where we rejected. See that? See this big old volume shelf? Now, once we clear this one, we got a nice gap to run through. All this empty spot here to run through. I'll also say my my drawing sucks. Hopefully you can understand what I'm saying though. So until we clear this level here, this last shelf, we're not going up. Now, there's other ways to look at it for sure. We could, I think we came on down in night hours, if I'm not mistaken. We could come on down. Let me see what futures is doing. I wish TradingView had nighttime mode. How long do you hold a trade? What makes you get out of the trade? Justin, um if you're with me I fast. I don't mess around. I might hold one. I might hold a minute. I might hold 5 minutes. 10. It depends what kind of movement we got. I'm really fast to take profits. So once I start hitting between 10 and 20%, I'm looking at profits. Doesn't hurt my feelings a bit. People have to get in a different frame of mind to start taking profits early. Everybody wants to wait for 50, 60, 80%, 100%. That's what runners are for. That's why you buy two contracts, or you buy multiple contracts depending on your account size, and then you can afford to leave some on the table. But each trade is different. You can set targets. As you work towards that target, you should be taking some profit. Because what if you get, I don't know, 80% of the way to your target and then it reverses? Then you took nothing. So I take profits on the way up. I don't know why my computer's wanting to act this way. I'll hit the Leslie. TradingView does have nighttime mode. Prabhu, how do I turn it on? That's why I pulled up the futures here so I could just look at futures. Wow, what is going on? Okay. Am I still live, guys? Did it kick off? Good Lord. Okay, sorry, it froze up on me. Thanks. Swamp Fox, EMA, the 9 EMA. And I don't see any nighttime mode on TradingView unless I'm missing something. Click the easy setup icon top right and click. Waiting for it to load here. Let's see. What's up, Jay Switzer? I don't know what the easy setup mode is, man. Calendars, options. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. I have to figure that out. Click on the top left where you see 11 in your picture. Turn on dark theme. Yeah, I'm on a desktop app, not online with it, so I'm not sure. A little odd. Anyhow, I mean, I'm in dark mode already though. Made a little money, Jay. Color theme, system, dark, light, dark. Okay. But I still don't see overnight hours, you know? Yeah, I'm not. Let me rephrase. So there's a after hours session, there's an overnight session. Yeah, I know I've got extended hours on. There's an actual overnight session hours too, Prabhu. TradingView doesn't list it. Yeah, I've already it's on extended trading hours already. So yeah. But I do like that color better, man. That is cool. I thought I had it on dark mode. I guess it was just on the system settings. Let me pull up Weeble here and show you. There's an overnight session on Weeble. It's showing overnight hours. See? So here's the SPY. The lightly gray shaded area is nighttime. Extended is dark gray. So if I turn nighttime mode off, it goes off. But turn nighttime mode back on, you get overnight hours too. That's what I'm referring to. So anyhow, let's go back to the volume profile. We'll try to get a couple levels before I get off here. Now, we've got to chew through this upper shelf. 545 is the number. First things first. Good Lord. Wow. Sorry, guys. It's loading. Yeah, you can trade shares at this time, Prabhu. Yep, 8. It doesn't show 24 hours chart. Is that volume showing where people have orders trying to restart the computer? Okay, guys. Hello, Maggie. All right. Somebody asked where this indicator is. You go to indicators. You type in fixed. It'll come up fixed range volume profile. That's what this is. This is not active orders. This is previous trading volume where trading has happened before and where trading is going on. So this is how I find a lot of my levels. You can do this on multiple time frames, small time frames, big time frames. Okay, the POC is revealing. It's where we stopped today on the area that I measured. This is the largest shelf here for us to chew over. So makes sense. This is where we rejected today. Now, had we gotten over the POC here, next level to clear is this 545 level, and we're gonna have to get over it and start closing like 15-minute and 30-minute candles, and then we can shoot back up. We've got a large gap in volume here. This will allow, if we start closing up in here, we will cut through this like butter because there's nothing here. Understand? It gets us to this next upper shelf up here at 554. Jonathan, thank you for the tip. Thank you so much. Now, I never got the 1 hour crossover I wanted today. On the MACD, here's your MACD down here on the bottom. You see, we never crossed over. We never produced the move that I wanted to produce. And we have just really ranged ever since. Now we're starting to fall down to this level. And I bet you that's exactly where we closed and wicked off of right here. And I am right. Now, if we lose this level, we will see. It's going to be easy to get back down here. 529 and 525, or 526, I'm sorry. I really want to bring my Weeble up, so I'm going to quit My computer's not running well. So sorry, guys. Let me get Weeble pulled up for us. Meg Ace with the super chat. Thank you, sir. Yazir. Hello, hello. Point of control, point of control. Now you'll see. Here's the SPY overnight. The lightly gray area is the nighttime session. Wow. So we closed. It's hopping. $533.50 is where we closed. Yeah. Leslie, I do sometimes, as long as I can find trading above us and below us. When we're in a huge downtrend, like we was a week or so ago, then that started becoming very difficult. Very, very difficult. Fixed range volume profile, Luke. And you have to have the middle subscription at least to get that. It's I don't know what it's called. You got to get at least the middle subscription to get the volume profiles. You're welcome, Leslie. That's the move I wanted today. I feel you, Justin. Yeah, I really wanted to chew through. I thought we were going to rip, man. We ripped right out of the gate. We ran calls up through here pretty nice. And it looked good. But, big but. The 30-minute wasn't having it. You'll see this 30-minute looked as if, we got a little cross up at the beginning, and it kind of took off for a little bit, and then gave it all up. Once that 30-minute got to the zero line of the MACD, I've gave up on my 1 hour cross up, so it's not happening. Right now we got a little bounce going on overnight, but not much volume there. Not much volume, guys. So we're going to have to start reclaiming some levels, or we're going to fall on down. Just hopped off the 200 on the 1 hour overnight. Let me get my trading view back up one more time. And then I'll look at Nvidia. Somebody wanted to look at Nvidia. Click on the projection icon, left-hand side toolbar, select features, budget profile. Yeah, it may be on the basic plan. I'm not sure, probably. I think it's not on the free version, I'll say. Okay. So let's get us a 15. And then we'll look at Nvidia before I go. And if anybody's got questions, lay it on me. I feel you, Yasir. I mean, we're in a range. Look at that. Can everybody see that? Those two lines I marked. We are in a range right now between, well, actually we broke down out of it overnight. So 532, somewhere in that neighborhood, up to 535. Let's get our shelves back on for just a second. Now, do you see that range? I'm going to take it away. You see my... You see this? Right? You see that? We have to overcome this up here. 545. And then 547. $547 will be easier to overcome. Then things get fun. And you got to go further back. But, you know, that's first. First things first. Oh, my God. Maggie, honey. Come on. Oh, my God. Okay. Peppermint money, Shelly. Oh. Made a 541 call about 30 minutes before closing bell that expires tomorrow. I might be cooked. I sent some peppermint money on Cash App. Prabhu, I like, the way I look at MACD and RSI is it has to work in conjunction together. It has to. Aid, thank you. Thanks for coming in. So with RSI, let's get a 1 hour RSI. And we're going to look at the MACD with it. Now, when the MACD turned to negative when we got that cross down Monday, you can see the RSI is losing steam ever since, right? Likewise, we're losing direction with the MACD. Same thing. Um, Only thing is, we've really not. If I get rid of. We've really not lost a lot of direction in price action yet. So this is some bearish divergence. And now the 1 hour MACD, the blue line, has went through the middle of the histogram, which is not good. Here's the 0 line. Once this blue line fires through it, it's usually a bigger move down. And we may have got that after hours or through the night session some. We'll see tomorrow. I kind of kept waiting on the MACD. It tried to turn up one time today, right there, but it didn't do it. So come over, kind of reject it against the signal line and back down. And this has took a few days to play out. The 1 hour, you can see the moves when we go to price action. This crossover had a long way to go to the 0 line. This crossover did not have that far to go. See the explosive move? Now, when we bring this back to price action, you see this move on the MACD down here, right? Cross up, 1 hour, gives a pretty good move. We crossed back down. We never got through the 0 line very much. The signal line followed and got denied, but we didn't come back down very far. So when we got another cross up, this was that one I gave 30 minutes before the Trump speech. Got the huge, I mean, I didn't see Trump coming out, but I did see the MACD crossing. And when you're that close to the 0 line, getting that cross up, pretty bullish, especially when the angle of the MACD is pointing straight up almost. Have a good night, Angie. I'm not drank nothing in 30 minutes. Matter of fact, I haven't had a peppermint in 15 minutes, so maybe it's just not for you, bud. Oh my gosh. I came on here on a night when I've worked all day to try to do something nice for you. But if you don't want to listen, go on. You know, I hate for you to leave, but I came on for everybody else. All right. If this MACD, we did get a daily cross up. Okay. We did get a daily cross up. I'm not sure what Josh is making of this right now, but if you can see, we're still below the zero line, even with the daily cross up. It kind of produced a good day right here. We're falling back and testing it though. 532.75 would be nice to hold. What was 6 hours showing? Yeah, you can see 6 hour came up and is getting denied right here at the MACD, at the histogram anyways. Somebody say a W pattern? Luke Sepe. Truck run. Yeah, they got the truck running, brother. Got the truck running. What time frame do you use your pre-market lines, and what time do you use marketing? What's up, Burris County? Thanks for stopping by, buddy. So, JD, I'll answer your question first. Lux Algo is super worth it if you're going to spend the time on it. I would advise you Lux Algo has its own Discord, and there's a guy that teaches it on there a lot, but you'll need to spend a considerable amount of time learning. If you're going to buy a tool, you also have to spend time learning those tools. Some of them are easy to set up to start with, but to deep dive into them is just it just takes time. As a newer trader, I don't think it is worth it. Just my personal opinion. I mean, any extra tools you get can be handy, but I used it for 6 or 8 months, and really once you learn to start drawing your own supports and resistances, it's just it does make things quicker sometimes, I guess, but I think it's better for somebody that's spent like a year in the charts getting some experience behind them. Okay, that's my opinion. I mean, you might hop on it and take off and love it. I don't know. It's not all the same. At the zero line is more important. Maybe. Okay, hang on a second and I'll hit that one. Angie. Evangel. What time frame do you use to mark your pre-market lines, and what time do you use marking it? Okay, Evangel. So let's do this. If I'm marking pre-market, I kind of use a 5. Some people may differentiate and use a 15, but I can see patterns easier on a 5 because I've done it for a long time. So I found another level this morning. If you can see it, there's a little channel. Maybe I should do it like this. There's a little channel here. Do you see that? That was in pre-market of consolidation. That was a level to me. I don't see that so easy on 15s. I did see somebody today, one of my students, and they were marking their pre-markets with these boxes, and I thought that was pretty interesting. So they stretched it across. That was pre-market. I'm sorry. Let me get this again. So this would be pre-market. down here was the lows. I did have an extra line under this little channel to me, and you can see it tested it a couple times today. Right there it bounced off of it, and right here it rejected off of it. So that was a little support line, turned into resistance over here. This was technically the low of pre-market. I like doing it on a 5-minute. Now you can just do it with lines. I recommend, if you're doing it with these horizontal lines, let's start fresh, and I'll mark the day off. Okay, pre-market high here, pre-market low here. I also always go by the candle so I can manipulate the line and just run it right up next to it. Like that's how I see it, instead of just dropping it right on the high point, or right on the candle. I'll go by the candles. Okay, so the yellow lines are pre-market. Then we take our first 3 5-minute candles. 1, 2, 3. So right here's the first one. I'm going to change colors. You need to make these a different color so you know what's what. First candle, second candle, third candle high is right here. So there's morning market. Now, Josh marks the bodies on 5-minute candles. Some people will use the wicks. There's no right or wrong. It's just that there's more data in the body. If I can make the wick line up with another support level or something, then I'll use the wick. You're welcome, JD. Oz, it just says you got to be on less than a daily time frame, and it just says night down in the bottom right corner. Yep, it'll say auto, EXT, and night in the bottom right corner. Okay, so here is your morning market, the 2 purple lines. Pre-market is the yellow lines, and you can make trades off of the breaking of either one of them. If you just do that today, you really only got, I seen this, so I called it out of the gate. That's not usually a great move to do, but I did see this holding. I seen this line right here. So I did take that early, and it paid off. It was a good win for everybody. But technically, nothing broke today until right here. This is at 1 o'clock Eastern, and it wasn't much of a break. It paid a little bit, a couple points, 537.50, 539.50, so 2 point move, not much. Okay, so I do it on 5 minutes. Hopefully that helps you. Occasionally I find some consolidation and different patterns I will mark in pre-market. Today was one of them, and it was right here because of this little channel of consolidation. And that is why I chose to run this out of the gate this morning. That, and I got a cross up on the MACD going through the 0 line on a 5-minute, and I had good RSI. So that was why I took that this morning. Okay, Kim, your entry point is and that's the question Prabhu's asking too. If I'm saying that right, Prabhu Silva. I hope I am. Okay, when do you know to enter? Okay, here was your entry points today. The top of pre-market is a level. Now, in this case, pre-market was lower than morning market. If, guys, I'm wrong. 1, 2, 3. I got the third candle off. Third candle's right there. First, second, third. My bad. It was on this candle. Okay. Now, the breaking of pre-market this morning was right here. That's why I took it early. And it held this line from this last opening candle, or the last closing candle. It held this line and started running over it. So I was confident with it and the MACD. Now, you can choose to do two things. There is no right, there's no wrong. There is either higher risk or lower risk. Okay? Now, drawing the 3 candles at 5 minutes after market. That's what I'm getting at, Kim. Your entry it's two different things. I'm going to give you two different answers. So some people might tell you this is right or this is wrong, or this is right or this is wrong. There is no. If I can take the crossing of a candle or the crossing of a line, and the way if you watch the way I do my options on Webull with turbo options, I can catch momentum as I cross a line. But it is not confirmed until the candle closes above it. Now, Josh will tell you you have to have a candle open and close either above or below that line, depending on which way you're going. So here's the easy answer. You can take a candle like this purple line up here is morning market structure. If you chose to wait on it, then you got none of this move, right? Because you got this candle to confirm above and it closed, but the whole thing didn't open and close over top, so you get nothing. Now, if you stay in this structure all day long, you get nothing until over here. And really, this candle opens and closes underneath this, and you only get one continuation candle. This is a range day, though. This is a chop range day. This is not. There's no trend to this day. There is no trend. It is deadlocked between pre-market lows and morning market highs. There's no trend. It's not breaking out either way. So it compressed all day until, guess what? After hours, it dropped. So there's a few ways to play this. Now let's add VWAP. Now, I felt fairly safe in that trade for one reason. With my level. Second reason, I'm above VWAP, right? Third reason, I'm breaking pre-market. So there was enough for me to take that. And that's why we got a good run off of it. I'm glad we did, because there was nothing the rest of the day until really late in the day. Prabhu, if you follow that rule, you would not have traded today. Correct. You would not have traded today. Now, if I can take you back to the day before, I could show you some examples. But this day produced nothing until right here. So, I'm not even looking at that channel anymore, but Right here's the bottom of morning structure. This candle breaks, opens and closes under it. Green candle retests. Red candle closes under it. You could took this trade to the downside for 595.60. If you catch most of the move, 537.90. Point and a half. I'm telling you, there was nothing today. There was just no movement. And you can see when the movement came once we broke out of structure. But it came after hours. Now, when we add on RSI, MACD, we get a little extra confirmation. Even on when I flop up, let's do a 15. Because I did catch this morning. Here's the opening candle. Look what we got on a 15-minute. Cross up over the zero line. Firing up. 15-minute can produce a nice scalp. A nice strong scalp. And it did this morning. Even the 5-minute was going up. You know, these were pointing up for us. So that gave me a little confidence this morning to take that trade out of the gate. And I don't always do that. It's best to wait for structure to break. And if I can catch structure from the day before breaking also, I'll take that. So, again, when we go to the highs of today, look back here. Look right where we're at. Same area. This right here. Got to get over this. When you go up here today, that's right where these candles closed at. Same place we reversed yesterday after that big, we got a big trend up. So these are times and points where, this is why I use the 9 EMA. On a 5-minute chart, the 9 EMA acts as a trend guide on a 5-minute chart. So when I catch structure breaking back here on this day, your morning market was here and here, and pre-market low back in here. So indulge me a second. Now, this day breaks morning market here. Why is it a little extra bearish? Well, it's under VWAP. We lose VWAP. We start holding the 9, moving down. When we hold the 9 moving down, this first candle crosses. You could have took position, early position. Second candle, I'll be honest with you, I'm probably taking profits. That's a strong candle. 540.75. That's 2 points on these two candles. I'm probably taking profits. We get a green candle. We retest what? The 9 EMA. And it holds. Green candle. We come over and almost test the 9 and down again. Once we made lows that day, I'm going to set me a bar down here. I'm going to probably make it green for support. Here's my support. It stays here for probably an hour. Gets a crazy fake up candle, makes everybody buy and get stop out and all that good stuff. Guess what? When we reclaimed the 9 EMA, we started trending up. Confirmation is not until you get over VWAP, but I did get a cross up on the 5 on the 5 MACD, and this move gets real strong when the 5 MACD fires through the 0 line. And we can go on other time frames and look at this too, but this is kind of how I see it and play it, okay? That's right, Prabhu. So hopefully that helps everybody a little bit. Somebody was... I'll look at Nvidia and then I gotta go. Man. Okay, Nvidia. Immediately you got support here. I bet it broke after hours though. Probably 104. 105 maybe. It's a 1 hour. Ay, ay, ay. I think I told somebody earlier 122 right here. Yep. Yeah, it's a big old chunk of volume here, man. You got to get over 122. Probably you're welcome. Oh my God, man. I still ain't seen it to you, solo trucker. I got you, brother. Leslie, thank you. Look where it bounced, guys. You see this big old volume bar? Look where it bounced. This was telling you. I like that, solo. Thanks, man. Look at there. Tell me this volume profile don't work. It works. So Nvidia has got to get back over 122. Now, I don't know what kind of news that was that came out. This was a good move back here. And it was looking nice, but it's got to get back over that level to really continue. 122. It'll start hitting trouble at 118 and then 122, maybe 124, sorry, before it can really start going. Love Cavs. It's it has fixed range volume profile, but it's not very nice. Yeah, I'll just see this as long-term and buying opportunity on Nvidia. Oz, I only after when pre-market opens and I'm in the regular trading day, nighttime hours are turned off because it throws off your MACD and RSI. What is the blue and yellow? Kim, that is up volume and down volume. Blue is up volume. The gold is down volume. You could see for a while on Nvidia, while you was flattened out, ranging up here. Can you guys see this? Look what we were doing on the MACD. This is bearish divergence. Price range had come up. Even if price would have been going up a little bit and pressure going down, momentum going down, that's bearish divergence. Price was staying flat and momentum was coming down. Bearish divergence. Okay. Ivan, thanks. Have you blown up accounts? Prabhu, absolutely. Absolutely, my friend. And it's easy to do if you don't stick to some rules and if you don't stay to disciplines, you'll get down on yourself. You'll think, "Oh, I've only got $1,000 now, or I only got $500 now." Well, you have to start with that and start with somewhere, and you need to constantly, put some in your options account because it is a little easier with more money. You can make smaller moves count more. You can do that, but you have to start being accurate and somewhat consistent. Yeah, Mig's right. Nvidia's gonna, Nvidia might take a little hit here, but I will most definitely buy when she comes on down. I'll go back here and look. This is the weekly. I definitely don't want to lose this 85. VCD, it is really up to the user how far back you want to measure. It's just that if I were looking at smaller moves, I just want to measure, if possible, some structure below me and some structure above me. So if this being the current price action, I would want to get support under me, I need to measure back to some price action under me. And like same thing with what's over top of you. So I'll do this before I go. I'm gonna go though. I gotta go. I would get this swing, these highs up here, these lows down here. You don't have to go at it. You just drag straight back, and it'll get everything you want to get. Now it's going to print those bars for you, and I can tell you if we, once we lost this big shelf here, boom, plummet. If we could start getting above this, we could get back up to 116 easier. And then you use the oscillators down here to help you with some direction. on your time frames. Okay. Thanks, Kim. Thanks, BCD. Thank you, everybody. I love you. Really appreciate you hanging out with me, and hope if that one girl's still on here, I hope I didn't offend you. I don't like anybody to leave, but I don't chew right in the microphone or something. I mean, damn, I hadn't chewed nothing or drank nothing in 20 or 30 minutes when she said that. I got to drink while I'm talking, man. Get dried out. JD, that's the fixed range volume profile. And, I can do it more in depth, one-on-ones, and show stuff, but I bring it up on these lives a lot and do it. Yep. So, all right, guys. I love you. I appreciate you. I will see you. What is tomorrow? Wednesday. I'll be with Josh tomorrow. Okay. So I'll see you in the morning. I know me, guys. Try to come over here and help everybody. So, yep. Love you guys. Appreciate you. If you want to support, everything's in the description. You can upgrade with my link. It's in the top thing of the description to the Discord. So, everything else is in there too. If you ain't got Weeble, get Weeble. The link is in the description. Go get it. Get them turbo options with me. You'll love it. You'll love it. All right. Later, guys. Ladies and gents. Good night.